going to decide uh, which type of material is there. This is a insulator, this is a conductor or semiconductor. So I have discussed these kind of things. Also, I have discussed especially about semiconductor material. So in the semiconductor material, I have told you first compound material like gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, gallium arsenide. These are compound material, and these materials are very power consuming, very power hungry. Probably that's why people are not used abruptly. First sequence of people to use is silicon. So the reason also I have told you why the popularity, reason behind the popularity of the silicon. Also I have told you the reason was that silicon-based devices is very cheap, can be operated with a different temperature range, minus 40 degrees centigrade to 60, 70 degrees centigrade, and uh, can easily fabricate. And silicon-based IC is not reactable with water. This is the biggest advantage. So that's why if silicon-based devices are there and some drop of water will fall, then IC will not damage. This is the main reason behind that. So now come on. There are two types of this is one table. So in this table, you can see the property of different semiconductor material. Just for example, I have taken silicon. So density gram per centimeter cube 2.33 and atomic number 14 and energy band gap 1.12. This is in fact 1.72. And this one electron volt something that is ionization potential. Ionization potential means if you want to take out one electron from silicon, then you have to pay this much amount of energy. Then radiation length. Radiation length is 9.3 centimeters. So what is a radiation length? In fact, electron has dual nature. One is particle, another is wave. So if I'm going to talk about that electron has a wave nature, then in a particular region, electron is constantly oscillating. And if any negative or positive charge will oscillate, already I have read in intermediate, it will generate one type of magnetic field. And if it will generate one type of magnetic field, definitely one type of electric field will be available. So this electric field, this magnetic field, and both will be perpendicular. So if two conditions are going to match, electric field, magnetic field, both are available and both are perpendicular to each other. It means they are going to generate some sort of electromagnetic wave. So what is the distance? This that distance over here. So about material, you'll have keep in your number and energy only, not require. I have seen material. I have seen semiconductor material. Also, I have different silicon material is very safe. Of semiconductor, one is intrinsic, another is extrinsic. So now I am going to talk about silicon. So silicon is intrinsic and silicon is extrinsic. So what about intrinsic? What about extrinsic? So if silicon, this silicon is pure semiconductor. You did not mix any type of impurity, then it will be intrinsic semiconductor material. It will be intrinsic semiconductor material. Intrinsic material at absolute um, temperature, it will be completely insulated semiconductor material. Insulating, meaning any type of current you are not able to flow. All the electrons are tightly bound with covalent bonds with another atom. So there is no any free electron in outermost shell in intrinsic silicon, any intrinsic semiconductor material, right? So what is the fact about intrinsic semiconductor material? First point, intrinsic semiconductor material are pure silicon. Second point, intrinsic semiconductor Kelvin as complete insulator. Third point, they are completely bounded with the bond regarding conductor in intrinsic in your mind intrinsic conductor semiconductor to as intrinsic. So just opposite you can say. Sometime this a questioning in 1 mark in objective type. Intrinsic semiconductor material are pure insulator, pure conductor, insulator and conductor both. None of these. So your answer should be pure insulator. Pure insulators. ठीक है? The outer valence electron of each atom are tightly bound together with one another. Electrons are difficult to dislodge for current flow. So why intrinsic semiconductor material are insulators? Because of that. Since the outer electrons of each atom are tightly bound together with one another, the electrons are difficult to lose current flow. That's why. Silicon in this form is a good insulator. Yes. Semiconductor material often used as an insulator. मतलब pure semiconductor material can be used as an insulator. Right. Now, if I want to uh, make it extrinsic conductor, extrinsic. So means we need to drop some sort of impurity. So there are two types of impurity. One is another is bivalent. So first of all, there is a one question: what is it doping? What is it doping? So thinking of impurity, intrinsic or pure conductor material, impure extrinsic conductor material known as doping. And in the processing of impurity, intrinsic material that became extrinsic. Intrinsic or extrinsic process of mixing of purity in skip this one in material. It doping. अच्छा अब और dopant material डॉप करेंगे यानी trivalent and pentavalent dopant. Trivalent and pentavalent dopant. Now, what are pentavalent? So, tri material, the material in which outermost there are three electrons are materials are called uh, for trivalent selenium, indium, both these pentavalent material. The elements have electrons there outermost shell. There what are the examples? Phosphorus, phosphorus, arsenic. They have 5 valence in their outer molecule. They are valent. While aluminum in boron have aluminum also. They have 3 electrons in outer of cell. That's why match. So now means where 5 electron in cell are going to enter phosphorus into silicon. Then what will have more electrons? These 4 electrons, 5 electrons together. And how many outermost cells required for making stability? Of silicon, 4 electrons are phosphorus. They will meet together. They covalent bond. One electron will be given by will be phosphorus. So this free electron going to create of negative ion, right? And this negative ion and this free electron will be responsible for flow of current. So now a pentavalent impurity, here pentavalent impurity means this one phosphorus is going to contribute 1 electron. So this type of impurity is called donor impurity. Yani all the pentavalent impurity are donor impurity. Keep in your mind. All the pentavalent impurity are donor impurity. Donor impurity, who are those? Arsenic, bismuth, phosphorus are donor impurity, right? And they are going to produce 1 electrons. It means they will make N-type extrinsic semiconductor material. So what is the conclusion? If want to make intrinsic to extrinsic semiconductor material, you'll have to put some sort of doping, right? So if you put up doping pentavalent, you have put up doping pentavalent, then extrinsic material N-type, because pentavalent material, pentavalent impurity is going to produce electrons, right? Structure crystal, a final cell will be N-type. Okay? And these type of impurities are known as donor impurities. Now, come on. If you are going to put trivalent impurity in the silicon structure, silicon atom, what will happen? The trivalent impurity means the element who has 3 electron in outermost cell. So we can take from 3 period. So those materials are gallium, indium, boron. Suppose I am going to put boron inside the silicon. So in the outermost cell of the boron, there will be 3 electrons, and the outermost cell of the silicon will be 4. So here, for getting the stability, 1 more electrons is required. So what will happen? This boron is going to borrow 1 electron from neighboring atom silicon, and it is going to make stable. It is going to become stable, and it is going to become covalent bond. So on the silicon atom, 1 positive polarity will appear. That is called holes. That is called holes. Another silicon atom, 1 electron will come and will recover it. So another atom, there is 1 positive charge will occur. So in this way, there will be one complete chain of positive charge, and there is a movement of charge. So this one is going to flow one type of current. Okay. So now here, silicon, any impurity, any trivalent impurity is accepting one type of electron. So that's why this type of element will be known as acceptor type of doping. So acceptor type of doping will going to create holes. Yani p-type material. It is going to make p-type material. So what is the conclusion? See here again. If I want to make the intrinsic semiconductor material, if I want to take any material from intrinsic to extrinsic, we need to put some sort of doping, and this doping can be two type, N type or P type. So N type doping means we need to put pentavalent material. So pentavalent material is going to make N type doping, or this is a donor type doping, and extrinsic semiconductor material will be N type. And in N type, in the majority, electrons will be there. Any current will be contributed because of majority of electrons. Second case, if I want to make it p-type extrinsic semiconductor material, then we need to put trivalent or acceptor type of doping. For example, boron. And in this type of doping, what will happen? There will be free holes will be there. Any current will be contributed because of holes. And just you can say that holes will be in the majority and electrons will be in a minority. So in this way, N-type extrinsic semiconductor material and P-type semiconductor material, P-type extrinsic semiconductor material we can make. Right? Got it? Any doubt? Semiconductor, any doubt? I don't know. Yes. Any doubt in N-type and P-type semiconductor material? If you have, please clear it. I don't have. Yes, yes. Tell me. Tell me. So yes, N-type. No. Anyone? See. So type of semiconductor material. Whatever we are going to, whatever things I have discussed, those are concerned with extrinsic. है ना? So the stopped with the extra electron is called an N-type semiconductor. N is for negative, which is the charge of an electron. Silicon doped with material missing electron that produce a location called holes is called P-type semiconductor material. P is for positive, which is charge of hole. So now you can come for current flowing N-type semiconductors. Moving over here, current flow in N-type semiconductor material. Let me discuss what is a diffusion current, what is a drift current. Diffusion current and drift current. So you can note down what is diffusion and drift current. Diffusion and drift current. Diffusion and drift current. What is a diffusion and current? What is a diffusion? Can you explain it? Anyone? drift current. Diffusion going to drop in semiconductor region from one trace. It means doping distribution, it will be on surface. So from where number of will move the potential high potential one great low concentration. This movement is different and different. This is a constant and this is because of nature particle. That's why. So electron has some sort of mass. That's why they have inertia, and because that move from high potential to low potential. And why this high potential and low potential? Because of unequal doping distribution. Unequal. So yes, when move from high to low, the movement of the electron to some sort of I equal to d current. Current. So what is the conclusion of the diffusion current? The diffusion current will not be any type of external, not any external field. Diffusion will be of in the current. So and I force यहाँ की सेल पे extra battery apply करेंगे. So because of that, if I am going to apply a direct positive to negative, so electron will be repelled in negative and electron now because equal to dq by dt. So dq by dt will be more. So this dq by dt will be more. It means I am going to get current. This is known as drift current. What is drift current? External force applied material battery. And diffusion current is because of down of atom. We start to move from higher potential to whatever the things I'm going to. This is because of drift, not diffusion. So here you can see N-type semiconductor material. So in the N-type semiconductor material means in the silicon, phosphorus atom has been doped. Phosphorus atom has been doped. Phosphorus
Sir, your voice is not
oh,
audible.
oh, okay. Yes, this is audible. Audible.
Yes, sir.
So, हाँ, current semiconductor material. So first, two things semiconductor material, strategic semiconductor material. Okay, first point. Second point, here I have absorbed a donor type of impurity. So donor type of impurity means pentavalent impurity, right? So here, just I have taken example phosphorus. I have absorbed phosphorus doping in silicon atoms, and silicon has 4 electrons in outermost shell, while phosphorus has 5 electrons in outermost shell. So 4 of silicon and 4 of phosphorus, they are going to make covalent bond and they will become stable. Now 1 electron from phosphorus side will be free and that will be in conduction band. And these 3 electrons will be generate one type of ions and that is a negative. So because of this negativity, we are going to call, yeah, I'm calling it N-type semiconductor material. So here in the N-type semiconductor material, in your mind that electrons will be in the majority, holes will be in the minority, right? P-type semiconductor material, holes will be in majority, electrons will be in minority. So current flow in N-type semiconductor material. So now it has become clear that here electrons are in majority, right? So this semiconductor material has been connected with one battery. A battery has two terminal, negative and positive. So now you can see from here, uh, the electrons who are available, majority electrons who are available in the material, uh, are being repelled by this negative terminal of the battery, and electrons are being attracted by positive terminal of the battery. So the movement of the electron will start from negative terminal to positive terminal, negative terminal to positive terminal, right? So the direction of flow of current will be opposite of that. Direction of flow of current will be opposite of that. So direction of flow of electron from, this negative to positive. So it means flow of direction of current will start from just opposite, right? So what will be the direction of flow of electron? डायरेक्शन ऑफ फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या है यहाँ पर? निगेटिव से पॉजिटिव की तरफ. तो डायरेक्शन ऑफ फ्लो ऑफ करंट विल बी positive to negative, positive to negative. Keep in your mind because this is very basics, and in all the electronics, in whole the electronics from unit first to unit fourth, only you will have to take this type of concept. So if you are going to miss it, you cannot understand further the things. So here you can see now flow negative to positive. So it means direction of flow of current will positive to negative. Just opposite of direction of flow of electron. So in case of any proton, direction of current will be same, right? So now you are seeing now current in p-type semiconductor material. In p-type semiconductor. So anyone can tell me what about p-conductor material? Can you tell me 2 3 points? Anyone? P-type semiconductor material. Yes, anyone can tell me what about p-type semiconductor material? Which type of doping is there? Which type of charge carrier will be there in majority? Which yes, yes. Tell me.
ट्राईवैलेंट इम्प्योरिटी ऐड करते हैं प्योर सेमीकंडक्टर में तब भी टाइप
हाँ, ट्राईवैलेंट. एंड ट्राईवैलेंट कौन कौन से होते हैं? जैसे holes will be in the majority and electrons will be in the minority, right? And what are trivalent impurity? कुछ नाम बताइए. Selenium और boron. These are trivalent impurities, right? So what when I'm to mix trimer and impurity inside the silicon. So in silicon there will be 4 electron in outermost shell. Well, in impurity there are electron in cell. So these 3 and 4 silicon, they will make 7. Furthermore, 1 electron is required so that this complete structure can make up. So first in this indium or trivalent impurity is going to borrow are going to take 1 electron from neighboring atom. So that's why this one is known as acceptor type of acceptor. तो जब वो एक इलेक्ट्रॉन वहां से ले लेगा नेबर्स पे तो नेबर्स पे होल्स विल बी क्रिएटेड and for filling hole for meeting dismissing this hole another electron will move from other neighboring atom. So in this way there will be one chain of the holes. So holes will be in the majority. Holes will be in the majority in p-type semiconductor material, right? So here this p-type semiconductor material has been connected with battery, same as you have seen in n-type semiconductor material. So here uh, all be attracted of battery and all the holes will be repelled by positive terminal of the battery. So it means direction of flow of holes will be will be from which direction to which direction? Direction of flow of hole from positive to negative. Actually, by mistake here, direction of flow of hole I have shown wrongly. Okay, by mistake, it will be just opposite. So here, direction of flow of holes will be from positive to negative, from positive to negative, and direction of flow of current will be same as direction of flow of holes. So here, direction of flow of current also will be from positive to negative. So it means in both case, N-type and P-type semiconductor material, direction of flow of current will be same from positive to negative, but movement of direction of carrier will be different in both case. It will be different in N-type. In N-type, it will be from negative to positive, and in P-type, it will be from positive to negative. So this direction always you need to keep in your mind because this is very basic. Then we are going to discuss PN junction diode and different application of PN junction diode. Then BJT MOSFET. Any complete unit 1 and 2 will be depend upon this concept, movement of electron. If you are going to connect the external battery, direction of movement of the electron according to that direction of movement of current. Take direction of movement of current. So this fundamental you have to clear over here only. Then you can understand further. Otherwise, you cannot understand. Already I have told you there will be a lot of confusion. It is just like engineering mechanics. In the engineering mechanics, if you are not able to apply the force, you are not able to apply the direction, you will not able to solve the numericals. Same thing is happening over here. So if the things are clear, direction of flow of electron because of battery and direction of flow of holes because of battery according to that direction of flow of current in both case. Okay? If this thing is clear you can understand everything first unit second unit, otherwise you will not able to understand. Okay? So if anyone has any doubt over here can ask to me. Direction of flow of current in n type semiconductor and direction of flow of current in p type semiconductors, and how we can make n-type semiconductor and how we can make p-type semiconductor, and what are these n-type and p-type semiconductor material. So these three questions are there, anyone can reply. Okay, these three questions are there, anyone can reply. And the other student, if you are not able to reply immediately, you can ask to me so that we can clear it. Okay, direction of flow of direction of flow of current in n-type and p-type, how we can make n-type and p-type. Okay. And another name of this n-type and p-type semiconductor, because this is very basic. And furthermore your syllabus will start rapidly. Anyone has any doubt? No doubt. Now we can conclude. So, in summary, in its pure state, semiconductor material is an aggregator. Yes. So, first point means all the pure semiconductor material are known as intrinsic semiconductor material, and they are completely insulator. This commonly used semiconductor material is silicon. Name is silicon. Semiconductor materials can be doped with the other atom to add or subtract electrons. Right? So yes, if I will dope some sort of the impurity, this intrinsic semiconductor material will become extrinsic semiconductor material. Now extrinsic semiconductor material are two types, N type and P type. N-type extrinsic semiconductor material, I am going to dock any pentavalent impurity like phosphorus, arsenic, right? This pentavalent impurity is also known as donor type of impurity, and this pentavalent impurity will make N-type extrinsic semiconductor material. Now, if I am going to dock trivalent impurity like indium or boron, then semiconductor material will become p-type extrinsic semiconductor material, and this trivalent impurity is known as acceptor type of impurity, is known as acceptor type of impurity, right? So an n-type semiconductor material has extra electrons, and semiconductor material has extra holes. Any n-type semiconductor material, electrons are in majority and holes are in minority, while in p-type semiconductor material, holes are in majority and electrons are in minority. Okay. The heavier the doping, the greater the conductivity or lower the resistance. So there will be some sort of the numeric. In the numerical, I will provide you some data. I'm going to talk. This is a semiconductor material whose area is this one. In this area, this number of electrons has been doped 10 raised to power 17, 10 raised to power 28. Okay? And this much amount of the electric field has been applied. So what about the current? So that current will have to calculate, right? So now by controlling the doping of silicon, the semiconductor material can be made as conductor. And this semiconductor material can be made as a resistor, as inductor also. So in all the semiconductor, all the electronic devices, uh, if I want to flow the current, then I am not going to use a wire. I am going to use this semiconductor material as a wire. Okay? Or the conductivity of this wire has been decided on the basis of level of doping. If level of doping will be more, conductivity will be more. If level of doping will be less, conductivity will be less. So if different level of conductivity is required, then different level of doping we need to put inside the semiconductor material, right? So now this is the end of the lectures, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So what is the conclusion of today's lecture? Today's conclusion of the lecture is N-type material, P-type material, and property of N-type material and property of P-type material, right? Furthermore, I am going to discuss in PN junction diode, and we are going to put N-type and P-type material together. Then what will happen? So if you are knowing the property of N-type and P-type material individually, then you can understand the property. Anyone has any doubt can discuss to me. If anyone has any doubt, can discuss to me. No one is speaking anything. Why?
That
Yes.
if current is
Yes. Yes. Huh?
driven,
Yes.
the driven
You can, your voice is breaking. You can put up your question in chat box. No issue. I'm seeing it. So diffusion current is due to flow of electrons. Yes, but because of so yes, drift current means drift current will flow when material has been connected with extra battery. Just uh, for example here flow of current in p-type material and flow of current in n-type material. So this is a drift current. Drift means when I am going to connect a material with the help of battery, then battery will provide some force to electron and holes, and electron and holes are going to accelerate because of that force. So because of this acceleration, I am going to get that is a drift current. Like in CRO, in the CRO, you have seen that there is a one electron gun, and there is a some anodes are there. So cathodes are going to generate some electron, and these anodes are going to catch it, and they are going to accelerate it. So because of this acceleration, whatever the current I am going to get, that is a drift current. That is a drift current. And diffusion current, there is no any external battery. Electrons are flowing from higher potential to lower potential because of unequal doping distribution. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है, चलो. So, anyone, other students, if you have any doubt, you can clear. You can put your question in this chat box. We can reply no issue. So everything is clear. Now from tomorrow I'm going tomorrow from and tomorrow I mean from next lecture I'm going to cover PN junction diode. So you need to come with some sort of revision this lecture so that you can get easily the things. Once you will get the PN junction diode up to second unit, you will not face any problem. But if you are not able to get PN junction diode, definitely you will face a lot of problem up to second unit. Okay? And these two units are going to play major role. In 22 lectures, we need to give these two units, and then 18 to we need to give three units. Okay. So need to come with proper preparation. Chaliye. Okay. Thank you.